forget where you're coming from. King Shango set the trend. Yo, I want them. Mama.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, datmisehtv. It's your girl Deezer. So guys, a few weeks ago I did a video on online teaching, and I specifically spoke about a company called Tutor Group. Guys, I just want to say thank you for all the comments, and I received so many questions in my DMs about how to work for the company, and just some questions relating to online teaching. One of the questions that came up time and time again after that video was, can you do a video about working for online teaching companies that do not require a degree? Okay, so today's video is going to be about working for companies, doing online teaching for companies that do not require teachers to have a degree. Okay, now just to make it clear, any company that I talk about on this channel is a company or companies that I have personal experience of. Guys, there are so many online teaching companies out there. When I started a few years ago, there were just a handful. Now there are so many. So guys, please do your research, because some of the companies that I talk about may not be fitting for you. So I'm only going to talk about the companies that I have experience with, I know about, and that I've worked with. So I'm giving you kind of first-hand information, okay? So there are a couple of companies that you can work for that do not require teachers to have a degree, okay? So the ones that I know about, the ones that I've worked for, are Cambly and Palfish. Cambly and Palfish. There is a company called Say ABC that on their requirement is that they do want teachers to have a degree, but they are willing to hire teachers without a degree as long as you do really well in your interview and you do well in your mock lesson. They are willing to hire teachers without a degree, and of course they pay a little bit more. One thing I must say, guys, is that please be mindful that these companies that usually hire teachers without a degree do usually pay relatively lower than companies that require teachers with a degree. And I think that goes without saying. But companies that hire teachers without a degree do sometimes pay relatively lower than the other companies, okay? So the company that I'm going to focus on today is called Cambly. Cambly. Now, I have worked for Cambly before. Actually, a couple of times. I've applied with Cambly 2 times. And the first thing I want to say about Cambly is that it's probably the most flexible online company that I've worked for, okay? The most flexible online company I've worked for. Pros about Cambly are that Cambly is a 24-hour teaching platform. You can get lessons, you can get students on Cambly 24 hours a day. You really can get students 24 hours a day. However, Cambly do have a policy where I think you can only work up to 12 or 14 hours per day with them, okay? So you can book slots for between up to 12 to 14 hours a day. Of course, you can do 1 hour for the day if you want. You can do 1 hour a week if you want, okay? So they are by far the most flexible company. One thing I will say about Cambly on the downside is Cambly operate a system whereby they offer people free 5-minute trial. So people who are new to the platform, they're not sure what the platform is about, they just want to try it out, they get free 5 minutes to speak to a teacher. And so when you first start Cambly, many of the classes or many of the calls that you receive will be a free trial, a 5-minute free trial. What you'll find is that 80% of the people that are trying out the 5-minute free trial are time wasters. Truth. They're just time wasters. They've seen this app come up on their Facebook or on their Instagram, and they just get to press a button, really. They can get 5-minute free trial, and sometimes they're just messing about. Sometimes it's kids just messing about. Sometimes it's adults, big men, just messing about, just talking nonsense, okay? But we will go into that a little bit more. However, you do still get paid for that 5 minutes, okay? So I'll talk about that a little bit more. So what I'm going to do first of all is just talk about the application process. So I'm going to show you what the application process looks like, and talk you through it, okay? So the requirements for Cambly. So no experience is necessary. You don't need a degree. You don't need GSAT. You don't need GCSEs. You don't need any formal qualifications. You don't need any teaching experience, and you don't need a TEFL or a TESOL certificate either, okay? It does say you must be a native English speaker. However, I know teachers on Cambly who are not native English speakers, but they have a good standard of English. But English is not their first language. So native English speaker, or I would say have, a decent level of good standard English. There are no minimum hours required. So unlike some of the companies for where you need a degree, you need to be available 5 hours a week or 6 hours a week. There are no minimum hours required. So you could go 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks without teaching if you don't want to, and then you may decide, actually I want to earn a little bit more money this week, let me do an hour, 2, 3, 4 on Cambly. So flexible. The best thing about Cambly for me was that you get paid weekly. You get paid every single Monday. Every Monday you get paid. So whatever you've earned, I think it's from the Tuesday to the Sunday, I believe. It's been a while since I've worked with Cambly, but you get paid every single Monday. Now, pay. For my people in Jamaica, I'm not sure how this is going to work with you, because I know that there are some issues with PayPal for some people, but PayPal is their only method of payment. So you get paid through PayPal every Monday. So guys, again, for people in Jamaica, not sure how it's going to work, because I know some people can access PayPal, some people can't, depending on the bank. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. So I need to make that really clear. PayPal is the only way you can get paid on Cambly, okay? And it's a really easy application process, which we'll go through now. Okay, so when you are applying for Cambly, of course you type Cambly in your search engine. Guys, just be careful. When you want to apply for Cambly, please put Cambly Tutor. If you just put Cambly and then you fill out the form that comes up, it's going to assume you are a student and you want English lessons, okay? So please put Cambly Tutor so that you can be directed to the correct page. So this is what you'll see, become a tutor. So that's what you're going to log into. Okay, once you've clicked that, this is the page that you will see, Tutor with Cambly, and obviously you click the Get Started button. Okay, it directs you to this page where you sign in. You can sign in using a Facebook account, Google account, Apple account, or alternatively, just sign up using your email address. And of course, you create a password and create an account. Okay, so the next step in the application process is to test your device, okay? To test your device. Now, with testing your device, I would say, for me, in my experience, Cambly was probably the easiest company to test with in terms of testing a device. There are some companies that they require a certain download speed and upload speed, but my experience with Cambly is that kind of any PC or any laptop that you use should be able to pass the test, okay? I did have a question from somebody who said that they had some issues passing the test, but that's very rare. That is very rare. So for the majority of people, you will be able to pass the test. So you click start the test. It tests your it just tests your connection. It tests your camera. So of course you will have to click to allow Cambly to have access to your camera and to your microphone. Okay. Okay. Whilst Cambly is running its connection test, this is what you'll see. So you'll see video and audio, and if everything goes through fine, the next message you see will be telling you that the test is successful. Okay, once you have passed the connection test, you are going to have to set up a tutor profile. Now this is where you're going to be putting in some of your details, where you live, some information about yourself, and this is also the selling point. This is where you're going to sell yourself to students, okay, to students. So students have the option of viewing your profile. They have the option of booking you for lessons. So in this section, you really have to think about, how are you going to market yourself to stand out amongst the crowd, to stand out amongst the other tutors? What is going to be different, or what is going to be unique in your profile to attract students to book you? The thing with Cambly is that yes, students can book you, they can look at your profile and they can book you for lessons. However, the good thing with Cambly is that you don't have to depend on students booking you in order to teach, okay? So with Cambly will just send students your way. They will just send students to you. But of course, students also have the option of specifically booking particular teachers. Profile picture. Guys, it just has to be simple. I've uploaded a really unattractive picture here, but I just wanted to show you that my black background was clear and it was just my face and I think just my shoulders. So guys, nothing from your Instagram pictures, nothing from your Facebook pictures, no Snapchat pictures, you know, just a clear picture, like almost like a passport picture, I guess. Okay, so that's the kind of photo that they want you to upload. You're going to put your name in and where you're from and your date of birth. Okay, on this part of setting up your profile, they're going to want to know a little bit more about you. So it says your interests. So on here I've just put traveling, cooking, reading, meeting new people. So just say some of the things that you enjoy doing. Your education. Now guys, don't get worried, don't get hung up about this bit. I've put Bachelor of Arts in Education because that's what I have. But if you don't have a degree, remember there are no formal requirements to teach on Cambly. So just put what you have, okay? And then experience. Now, remember, you don't need any experience to teach on Cambly, but they just want to know if you do have any experience. So whatever experience you have, no matter how small it is, you know, put your experience in there. And your current profession. So whatever job you're doing at the moment, or maybe your last job, you can put that in there also. Next, it's going to ask you if you have any teaching certificates. If you do have any teaching certificates, whether it be TESOL, TEFL, maybe you're a qualified teacher, whatever it is, you can put them in here. It is not a requirement and it does say optional, okay? So they don't require any teaching certificates, but they just want to know, do you want to upload your teaching certificate if you have one? If you don't have one, no problem. Okay, now this is the important part of your profile, okay? Because here you're going to put your introduction. And your introduction is what is going to help to draw students to book you for lessons, okay? So you want to talk about yourself. So in my introduction, I've just put I was a teacher for 10 years and currently I was a teacher for 10 years and I'm currently an online English teacher. I can help you in all areas of learning English. I did something very basic. Of course, if you're going to do yours, make yours a little bit more jazzy, you know. Maybe talk about the things that you can help them. So maybe you can say, you know, I can help you with your grammar. I can help you with your pronunciation. I can help you with your vocabulary. We can talk about, you know, any subject you like. So make sure your introduction is, you know, something that is going to capture students, okay? Okay, then you're going to talk about your tutoring style. So there are 3 options. You can only choose one. So the first one is, are you kind and patient? Are you a kind and patient kind of tutor? Are you fun and gregarious? Or are you scholarly and knowledgeable? So I usually put kind and patient, okay? So again, the next question is, what kind of students do you want to teach? Are you interested in teaching beginner, intermediate or advanced students? Guys, they take this information from you, and I guess for students who want to book a teacher, this information is important, okay? If you're not getting any bookings from students individually, like I said, don't worry, you will still get work. Cambly will just, you know, throw students your way. They will just automatically give you students, okay? And when they give you students, you don't know who you're going to get. It could be somebody with no English. It could be somebody with advanced English, okay? So don't worry too much about this. This is really just for, like I said, those students who want to handpick their teachers. And then here, my specialities are, so there are lots of different options here. You can choose up to 5. So there's things like, what is your speciality? Are you going to be good at just having friendly conversation? Do you think that you are particularly good at doing grammar lessons? Do you think you're good at talking about current events? So whatever you think you're good at, you can you know, check the boxes and you get up to 5 options to choose from. Okay, and the next part is you have to upload a video. So if you have a video already in your phone or on your laptop or whatever, you can upload a video. This is an introduction video, okay? If you don't have an introduction video, you can record it directly onto the Cambly system. You just press record, you record yourself giving your introduction, and they save it and they put it on as part of your profile. So again, in your introduction, you want to come across as lively, as interesting. You want to talk a bit about yourself, say your name, maybe say where you're from, say maybe some of the things you enjoy doing, talk about how you can help your student. So I'm going to give you an example. So I'd probably do an introduction like this. I'd probably say, hi, my name is Deezer and I'm from London in the UK. I would love to help you to learn and improve your English, and I'm happy to talk about anything you like. I can help you with your grammar, I can help you with your pronunciation. I'm really looking forward to meeting you, and I'm here to help you learn English in any way that I can. So guys, can you just see how simple that is? So in terms of the application process online, that really is it. That's all. Once you've done that, Cambly will generate a message saying, thank you for your application. They're going to look into your application and get back to you. Now, Cambly, they work in a strange way in terms of how quickly they get back to you. So they could take as little as 48 hours to get back to you, or they can take as long as 6 months to get back to you, okay? It really just depends, and maybe it depends on their need for teachers. So I guess if they are, they need more teachers, or if they need teachers, then of course they will get back to you quickly. If their books are full of teachers and they're not hiring at the moment, then it could take up to 6 months before anybody gets back to you. Guys, I hope this video has been useful for those of you who have been asking me about how can you teach English online without a degree. And as usual, if you have any questions, please do hit me up. Guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, datmisehtv.
This one has got to be now. Hey, Mr. Cruz. If it's money, we don't talk about it, cause we don't brag about it. House on the hill, that's how we go about it.